Hey, good morning. It is Monday, December 7th, start of a brand new trimester. Looking forward to the fresh start with some new lessons, some new material, some new subscribers, and we'll get going this week. A lot of updates today, so make sure you're following along. Couple reminders. Start with all of our links up here, right? We got our integer rules, and you'll be able to use that when you take the test. All right, so that's a good resource to have. So get familiar with that, right? It just gives you your rules for adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing because we're not using calculators. You have access to your interactive number line, and then that quiz for extra practice. Okay. Few updates or reminders. Second trimester starts today. So your first grade is the Alex from last week, right? You had to have 30 minutes. That was due yesterday on Sunday night. And that will be your first grade of second trimester. All right. Our chapter 3 integer test is this Friday, December 11th, which means that all of the the new chapter 3 assignments are going to be due this Friday, right? We had Buzz Math. That was from last try, but there were 6 assignments. Those are going to be due. Grades will go in on Friday for those. Today, we're going to have a Schoology quick check over lesson 4 and lesson 5. Tomorrow, we'll get a practice test in Schoology. All right, so those 2 assignments will also be due Friday when we take the test. Alex will still be due this week on Sunday, but there's some updates with that. We're changing from the 30 minutes to 5 lessons or 1 knowledge check. All right, so I'm going to explain to you what that means and what we see on our end, because what we're seeing 30 minutes being recorded, but no progress in the course, no lessons are being done. So I'm going to pull you up what we see on our end, and I'll kind of explain that. All right, so here's what we see on our end. So obviously your names would be over here, and then we look at the week, and it tells us the total time spent in the week. Right, you can see this student had 34 minutes, but then down here we have this in parentheses, and the first number is how many lessons were completed, and the second number is how many were attempted or how many were started. Okay, so you can see in the 34 minutes, they got 9 lessons done. Okay, and some lessons will be quick, some might take a little bit longer. Um, where, like this student here, they did 33 minutes, but they only got 1 lesson completed. They started 3 of the lessons, they only completed 1. So they would not get the points for Alex that week, right? The student had, look at that, 48 minutes, 17 lessons completed. Okay, now, the other part of that is you can do 5 lessons, which, on average, take you 30 minutes. Sometimes it might take you a little bit longer, sometimes it might take you a little bit shorter. But that's what we're looking for. And you'll run into a knowledge check. And let me show you what that looks like. So, right here, this student worked 29 minutes on this day and got 6 lessons completed out of the 7 that they attempted. However, they worked 31 minutes here, and you see that they only got 1 lesson done. And the reason is, if you see that little blue triangle here, it said the student spent some time on Alex knowledge check during that day. So you started out the Alex program with a knowledge check. And it should take about a half an hour to complete that. And then every so often, after you get so many lessons completed, another knowledge check will pop up to see where you're at, see what still needs to be worked on. So when that pops up, that will be your you have to complete that, but that will be your Alex time for the week. Because like I said, on average, it takes about 30 minutes to complete those knowledge checks. All right. So what we want to get away from, see, like right here, the student had 12 minutes, but they were working, no lessons done, but they're still working in that knowledge check. All right. But what we want to get away from is let's see if there's one on here. Right here. 25 minutes, 0 lessons completed, 0 lessons started. No knowledge check that they're working on. So this student's basically opening up Alex, um, having the Alex program open. They probably even click in to something, and it's registering time in the program, but there's no progress being made. That would be 0, with the new system, right? You got to get those 5, like this right here. Perfect. 38 minutes, 5 lessons completed, right, out of the 5 they started. Right here, 33 minutes, 10 lessons completed. Right, that was double what they needed to get done. So you can see that sometimes, right, it might take 38 minutes to get those 5 lessons. Here they got double that done. So that's what we're going to be looking for. It's not just going to be time. It's going to be getting 5 lessons completed, or, right, like I said, the knowledge check that you're working on that. And you one knowledge check a week would be good. And those don't pop up every day. Those pop up just every so often after a certain number of lessons that you complete. So those are the updates, reminders, right? Key date today is the first day of second try. Test will be Friday, which means all of your graded work from chapter 3, namely the buzz math, and then the Schoology quick check today, and then you'll get the practice test tomorrow. All right. So remember, the quick check, you can take that as many times as you want. If you get 100% and want to move on, you can go on to that quiz and use some time to practice the integer rules, right? Big test to start the trimester on Friday. All right. I hope everyone has a great day. Join our Google Meets if you have any questions. If not, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.